Hey royalty, it's Ellie here. And today, first I wanted to say I got better clarity on the question I had the other day or yesterday, where God repented in Exodus. So the situation was, he was upset with the Hebrews worshiping a golden calf when he had just delivered them out of Egypt, and they were giving that credit to the golden calf that they made out of their own earrings. And so he said that he was going to destroy them pretty much. And then Moses asked him not to. And when it says God repented, I think that's also, I think the word was just tripping me up. And I think that has to do with translation and stuff like that. Because when you think about it, we have intercessors, those are people who pray on the behalf of other people. Then we have prophets who can prophesy, and prophecy can be contingent depending on the situation, like Hezekiah and Hezekiah's situation. And so, yeah, when it says that he repented his thoughts, I think it just means that I mean, he regretted thinking to destroy the people, but at the same time, it's you did all this stuff for them, and they turn and make a god and then worship it. That's tough. So it's understandable. I will still continue to reflect on that. Probably ask some friends. Probably ask my sister about it. So yeah, I can ask her a lot of questions when it comes to the Bible and better interpretations and everything like that. I don't really have a specific topic I wanted to talk about. Just, keep your vibes high. Today is the 19th of January, 2021. And dude, tomorrow is the inauguration. And it's just weird. Everybody feels it. It's just weird. I couldn't sleep last night. I didn't go to sleep until 2. And y'all know I'll wake up at 3:30 in the morning to read my Bible and pray. I haven't been able to meditate either. I get into these weird places where it's just difficult for me to meditate, and it's not a thing of it being too hard to sit up, breathe, and sit there for a minute. It's just I don't want to get into the energy that I feel, because I know that something is up. I know something is going on. So as long as I make sure that I pray and read my Bible, I talk to the Most High, and I read His Word, I'm good. But it's just the meditation is mostly for me. It helps me connect to Him better, but it's more so for my sake rather than me gaining wisdom, if that makes sense. But with the prayer, I show gratitude. Reading the Word, I gain wisdom and understanding. Meditation is where my life becomes more fulfilled, because what happens is I can see into the future a lot, and it freaks me out sometimes. It's not bad. I don't want y'all to feel like it's bad or anything that I am afraid of it, but it's nothing bad. It's it's weird, because it's I'm in this place right now where I want a change in my life, and I'm working toward it actively every day, and it's coming closer and closer, and it just feels weird to me. So that's just something weird about me. But with the inauguration coming up tomorrow, I think that and it's really weird how everything's going on too. They're having a virtual inauguration. They don't want anybody there. They have tons of National Guard troops there surrounding the Capitol. There was a hurricane, and was it Honduras? Not Honduras. Where was it? Somewhere in South or Central America, and we're having migrants come to America again, and Joe Biden doesn't want them to come into the country. And it's wow. I'm just saying, it's a lot of hypocrisy, man. And also, I wanted to talk about why a lot of spiritual people are Trump supporters. It's not that they're Trump supporters. No one's over here MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Well, I mean, make America great again is what they want, but no one in the spiritual community. I'm not going to speak on the white supremacists or the not cold-blooded, but die-hard Republicans. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about spiritual people who know what's going on different levels, who aren't tricked by the propaganda that the media puts out. They see what's going on. And unfortunately, it's just kind of like take the good with the bad. Dealing with the white supremacists and stuff like that. It's their thing is racism, and racism is bad, of course. But when it comes to the Democrats, first of all, they have underlying racism, and that's worse than bold in your face racism. That is like, if it's a dude with a Confederate flag T-shirt on, at least I know, like, okay, I'm not gonna mess with that guy. But it be the white people who pretend everything's cool, and then they're sabotaging you behind your back. Those are the ones you really got to watch out for, and a lot of them are Democrats, and that's the problem. Democrats get this liberal stamp on them for being free and accepting, but it's just not true. And of course, not all spiritual people are Trump supporters or Republicans or anything like that. We just see in this election, it's just not the way to go. It's just not. But I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I remember I was watching American Horror Story, the series Cult, and it was about the Hillary Clinton Donald Trump election. I don't know if it was predicted or if this came out after his election, but they put in the show that Donald Trump won. And it was one individual, he worked at a grocery store. He was an asshole, so I mean, I understand, but the lengths that the people went was really, really radical. So he was rude. He grabbed the woman by the pee, and her and another lady, I think it was a dude involved too, they captured him, kidnapped him, locked him in a basement, and they had his arm handcuffed to, I think it was the stair rail or something in the basement. And so the only way for him to get out and vote was for him to chainsaw his hand off. I don't know, it was a chainsaw or a regular saw. The only way for him to go out and vote for Donald Trump was for him to cut off his hand and live with that the rest of his life. Now, you might be thinking, cutting off your hand to go vote? That sounds wild. What sounds more wild? Kidnapping someone and locking them in a basement so they can't vote. Think about it. So, yeah, it's just stuff like that. I'm also really excited. I have like a lot of good things going on in my personal life, and that's one of the things. It's like I don't even know what I have to look forward to because everything that I want is in arm's reach, and it's freaking me out. So I have a real estate platform where I teach people about how to get into the real estate investing industry, and we just got a new website and app, and I'm stoked. It's really awesome that we have that now, and I'm going to be making promo videos about it on TikTok. And it's like one of those things where it's like, yo, this is actually happening. Because here's the thing about TikTok. My people who are already on my platform know about it. They already know. So when I tell them about it and I show them the video, it'll be like, oh, okay, this is what it is. We're going to go to the app. We already have a few subscribers on the website. We already have a few members on the app. But when it's on TikTok and Instagram Reels, it gets out to who knows who. There's a video on my TikTok. It's still getting views now. It's like 9,000 views. And then I posted a video on my Instagram Reels. It got 7,000 views in a few hours. And I'm like, dude. So that's why when it comes to like stuff like that, it's like there's no telling where this could go, and it's quite amazing because even if it flops, the videos be on point. The videos are so awesome. I love using TikTok to create my videos and edit them. It's just freaking awesome. So yeah, if you guys have TikTok, you can follow me. Real Talk with Elle. I had Real Talk with Ellie, but they banned my account last year, so who knows? So that was when all the BLM stuff was going on, and I was posting a lot about it. So I'm assuming that's why, but who knows? Yeah, that's pretty much it that I want to talk about today. I also wanted to mention that Martin Luther King. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and he was like the Moses of the current state of the United States. He's like the Moses, because he, in one of his speeches, I don't remember it verbatim what he said, but pretty much, he knew he wasn't going to make it to the free world. He just knew that he was playing a big part in getting there. And now it's like Moses. He never made it to the promised land, but he did his part in getting the people from point A to point B, but he didn't get to see point C. And so I really commend our ancestors for doing what they did and for just paving the way. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for them, because it's like with the advancements of technology, I mean, you wouldn't be able to advance the technology if you still have an oppressed people. I don't really think that makes a lot of sense. And the United States uses black people for entertainment in a lot of ways anyway. And so it's like, if they didn't free some of the slaves, you wouldn't have had the entertainers. If they didn't favor a lot of black people when there's still segregation and stuff, you wouldn't have had black people on television. You wouldn't have had black recording artists, different things like that. So, I mean, it just is what it is. But we're here in 2021 now. We are crossing over. Everything is opening up for us. And also, here's another thing. I was watching one spiritual guy's video. I'm not going to mention his name because I'm not going to say it's a bad situation. It's just, he apologized for saying something in a previous video. I don't know exactly what he said, but he said something about black people and that white people aren't real, or, genetic mutation. I really don't know how true that is, because there is science backing it up or whatever. I don't care, because I follow Christ. And in the Bible, it says that anyone can come to him as long as they profess that Jesus Christ is Lord and he died for all of our sins. And it's like, that's the beauty of loving Christ. You love everybody and you accept anybody for who they are. The thing about being an Israelite as well is like, I don't know, a lot of people they're not racist because we're not oppressing anyone, but they are prejudiced. And that's not really right either. Because, what was it? Peter, he was racist, and Jesus told him, like, yo, that's bad. And so, like, this whole discussion of racism and being separated by skin color, facial or body features, I don't know, it's just tired. It's in the Bible. Like, that's how old racism is. So it's like, we can't move past this. We can't move past this. This is like one of those things where it's like, this is still a problem. Okay. But it is what it is, man. I don't know why I seem high right now. Like, I haven't smoked in a few days. And so I don't know why I'm moving slowly. Oh, I also gotta tell y'all something cool too. I was on video chat with one of my friends, a fellow Israelite, and he's in North Carolina. I'm in Tennessee. We're talking. I was in the middle of my sentence, and then we just felt a woof. And I was like, did you feel that? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, what was that? And he was like, I don't know. We get those a lot up here. I was like, I have never felt that before. It literally just felt like the atmosphere changed. It was just like a wave went through my body. I was like, yo, it felt kind of good, but I was like, I don't know what that is. So I don't know what happened. The word shift is getting played out, so we got to find something else to say. Because, it's just become more mainstream. The word reset, awakening, all that stuff. We got to find something else, y'all. I don't know, man. It's just getting played out, and people are watering down the true essence of what we're talking about when we use those words. So, but it's okay. Of course, we can still keep using it for the time being, but I feel like things are going to be changing soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you in the next one, Royalty, and you guys keep being divine.